The other day, all the rosters for the World Baseball Classic teams dropped, and I have my opinions on some of the standouts. What's going on, guys? It's the King of 161st Street. I'm back with another video, and one big addition to this that I thought was not going to be there. Ronald Acuna Jr. is playing in the World Baseball Classic. This is huge for the tournament, as there was this whole big thing where he had a game in Venezuela. He hits a home run. He celebrates on everyone. Then afterwards, there was some controversy. He ended up announcing on Instagram that he retired from the Venezuelan national team and was not participating in the World Baseball Classic. This seems to differ, as they have him on the official roster. This is huge. Ronald Acuna, one of the most exciting players in the game of baseball. Last year, dealt with a few injuries, still put on some of the best performances and best celebrations. If not number one, he's in the top 3 for most electric players in the game of baseball, and to have that in the World Baseball Classic is absolutely amazing. So I'm glad that he is there. But also, when I see that Venezuelan roster, that team is a contender in this tournament. And I know I'm saying in all these videos, like, this team's a contender, this team's a contender. There's a lot of parity in the World Baseball Classic this year, with the addition of Ronald Acuna Jr. to this lineup that already included Jose Altuve, already included guys like David Peralta, Anthony Santander, Gleyber Torres, Eugenio Suarez, Salvador Perez. These are all guys that are really good at the professional level. This Venezuelan team is sort of flying under the radar out of that group, which is, I think, the American group. And we're going to talk about the American roster in a second, but I think Venezuela is a very big dark horse in this tournament. To see that they are just so deep and sneaky deep. It's not like you have with the Dominican Republic where it's like all these huge names, but you got guys in that lineup like Anthony Santander that come up big when it matters most. Salvador Perez, a veteran in the game who knows how to man that position well. Gleyber Torres. You have all these guys that are just very solid. Not all of them are like these alpha. And that's where Ronald Acuna comes in, because now they have that alpha along with Jose Altuve. They should be in conversations and possibly winning it. But now let's get to the team that we're all going to be rooting for. It's the United States roster. And one of the big things that I saw on this roster is a familiar face to the channel is on the roster. Yankees' own Kyle Higashioka made the roster as a backup catcher. You'll love to see it. The Yankees are being represented in the American roster. But other than that, you have the normal names that I brought up last time. The Tim Andersons, the Nolan Arenados, Bobby Witt Jr., Kyle Tucker, Trey Turner, Cedric Mullins, and all these guys are everything seems normal in terms of the lineup. When you get to the pitching staff, though, it's a little deeper than I thought, especially bullpen-wise. Devin Williams decided to join in. Lance Lynn is there. Of course, you have the Nestor Cortez, Clayton Kershaw. Miles Michaelis decided to do it. Ryan Presley is there. So you got names in that pitching staff that are actually pretty good. Maybe the U.S. pitching staff is a little deeper than I thought. Still, that pitching staff leaves something to be desired. Seeing that team, again, that lineup is built to score. It's built to score runs. And they also have some exciting players like Tim Anderson. I can't wait to see all the shit he pulls in this, the type of home run celebrations. I can't wait for all these things. And especially on this type of stage, these guys should be looking to make this game look as fun as possible, because like I said in my introductory video to the World Baseball Classic, this is baseball's chance to go global. Right now, it's mainly a North American sport, North to Central American sport. It is not really spread out to the countries like that are in Europe, like an African country. This is baseball's chance to do it. Now going back to some of the rosters, like the Israel team is not as shallow as I thought. They do have Jock Peterson, so that should help in terms of their lineup. But again, still expect them to be sort of bottom dwellers in that sort of conversation. But we look at some of the other rosters here. Another Yankee mention, Nicaragua has our guy Johnny Lasagna, Jonathan Loaisiga. So that's another team to look for. A team that surprised me in terms of how shallow they are is the Canadian roster. Freddie Freeman's on the roster, Bo Naylor, Tyler O'Neill. But other than that, you got a lot of no-names on that roster. I thought that roster was going to be a lot deeper, and I thought that game was going to be very competitive, but it looks like the Americans have that. Some surprises here and there, but overall, these rosters are in the realm of what we expected going into the tournament. Like, yeah, the only rosters that I haven't been able to find is Group A, so I'll keep you guys posted on if I find those rosters. I'll sort of break down if I see something glaring, but other than that, everything seems to look up and up. One more notable no-show for the World Baseball Classic is Jazz Chisholm. He will not be playing for Great Britain, but if you did want to see an exciting prospect out of the Bahamas play for Great Britain, Lucius Fox, a shortstop, but he's in the minor leagues right now. He'll be playing with Great Britain, so he should be fun to watch. But other than that, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below. If you're new here, hit that sub button. The World Baseball Classic is coming up faster than you know, and man, it's gonna be fun as hell. I'm gonna be there in Miami for the Dominican Republic versus Puerto Rico game. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. Take care and peace.